anytime I see a freaking tall woman, I'm just like, my queen. Hello friends, it's your girl, cybr.grl. What is that? I wanted to make this video because I feel like it's something that a lot of people face before they start wearing J fashion. For me, if I could live in a perfect world, that perfect world would have people wearing whatever they wanted to, wearing whatever made them happy. Like, I wish that I could live in a world like that. One of the biggest obstacles that people have from wearing very niche or alternative styles like J fashion, Gothic fashion, is that they feel like they don't have the confidence to do so. So many people don't have that confidence because of people in their life who are very discouraging, you know, like it could be their parents or their friends who make fun of them or make them feel like they are weird for wearing things that make them happy. And it could also be that they just feel really insecure. They're afraid of what people outside may think of what they're wearing. And other than people asking me where I shop, the second most asked question that I get is, how do I have the confidence to wear such a odd, you know, eclectic style that you don't see on the street every day? How do I dress super colorful without caring what people on the street may think of me? Like, what is the secret sauce? First off, number one, true confidence is not something that you acquire overnight. You know, it's not something that you gain, you go to sleep, wake up, you have it. It's something that really takes time to develop, and it's just really the honest truth that you need to realize before trying to start this journey. So don't feel like you have to rush into it. Just like if, you know, you're trying to build your wardrobe for your dream style, don't feel like you have to rush into everything. Just take baby steps, ease yourself into it, and before you know it, you'll reach a point where you're like, wow. If I think back to how I was, say, 5 years ago or even 10 years ago, you honestly would not have seen me looking like this. I was a very different person back then, and I'm so happy that I took the time and the steps that it took for me to reach sort of this level, I guess, of the confidence that I have. And so that's what I hope for you as well. I didn't like pop out of my mom's womb in a rainbow tutu and hair clips all over my bangs. It just really took a lot of time and definitely a lot of struggle. It's taken me years to reach this point where I don't hesitate to choose an outfit to wear because I'm scared of what somebody outside might think of what I'm wearing. When I was younger, I was very insecure. I cared too much about what other people were thinking about me, that I would spend all of this time looking up on like magazines or TV shows, like what are the latest fashion trends. And there's nothing wrong with, you know, looking stuff up like that, but the issue is when you're doing something like that just to please other people and to make other people like you. But now dressing in my colorful Decora style every day, like literally every day, even if I'm home or if I go grocery shopping, I definitely feel a lot more happier now than I used to. But as you start this journey of trying to gain confidence, I just want to remind you to not be so hard on yourself. There will be some days where you just really can't take it. You might get like an anxiety flare up, or you just might wake up and you just might not feel like it. You know, there are just some days that are like that, and you need to remember that it is okay. It is okay for you to feel like it. Don't feel like you have to push yourself so hard, because you have to remember that you're doing all of this for you, for yourself, not anybody else, not for your parents, not for your friends, maybe not even for your dog, even though dogs are great. Okay, we definitely, dogs deserve the world, but you have to remember that this is for you. You're doing this first and foremost for yourself, so remember to be kind to yourself. Alright, number Number 2, practice wearing what you want to. So there are actionable steps that you can take to kind of ease yourself into it and feel a lot more comfortable. You know, it's not just a mindset thing, it's also a lot of practice. Practice makes perfect, but not really. But, you know, practice is very important. So these are the things that I did to kind of help myself feel a lot more comfortable before I reached, you know, my final form, I guess. So the first thing that I did was I chose one item to wear at home. So one really funky thing that you've always wanted to wear, like a frog hat or a rainbow dress, or some really sick platform boots, like whatever it is, just choose that one thing to wear around your house, in your room, get used to wearing it. And then after that, to get to the next step, what you want to do is you're going to want to get out of your house. So I don't mean like, you know, run to your grocery store or restaurant or whatever. I mean like take out the trash, or go to your mailbox, just like areas that are close to your house that is safe. Or if you live in an apartment, you could like walk up and down the stairs and you'll still be close by. And then the next few steps after this, so these are definitely things that you want to do after quarantine because it has to do with going outside to public places. But I think before we get to that, I think I'd like to mention that a very good next step to go to are Zoom calls. You want to try Zoom calling your friends, or there have been some Zoom J Fashion meetups that have happened. A recent one was the 6% Doki Doki Harajuku Street Party or something like that, where the designer Sebastian Masuda, he and I think their name is P. I can't remember what their name was exactly. DJ P? Was it? They were a dancer for Kyari Pami Pamu. He also DJ'd during that show, and then everybody was on the Zoom call like dancing, having fun, having a good time. They were showing us around the 6% store, and then they went out into the Harajuku streets, and then they went to whatchamacallit? Kawaii Monster Cafe. Yeah, that's what it was. There's also the Harajuku Fashion Walk. I know Junyan, he organizes all of that, and I will like put a thing so that you can follow him because he posts like all the updates about that, and everybody all over the world can join any of these Zoom meetup hangout thingies. So that's a good place to start before you start venturing out into the wild. And now for the things to do after the quarantine. So if you're in the future watching this, I hope you're doing good. Let me know how it's going out there because So after the quarantine, just like with the Zoom call, I'd recommend going to a friend's place if you can. Hang out with them, watch some Netflix with them, like make some crafts together, just have a nice time with your friend or friends. Then after that, you and your friends can go to a public place together, like the mall or an arcade, or just a fun place for y'all to hang out together, because when you have your friends with you, it kind of feels like they're, I don't know if a shield is the word for it, but they make you feel so much stronger, you know, when you're all dressed up together. Or they don't have to be dressed up either. You feel so much safer when you're with people who really support you. Also, it doesn't really have to be friends either. It can be family members who are very supportive of you and your style. So maybe you have a really cool aunt who really enjoys the style that you wear as well. So, you know, you could spend some time with them while you're wearing your outfit, or, you know, hang out with them somewhere. But yeah, just like practice wearing your outfit as much as you can, even if you're at home or if you're FaceTiming one of your friends. Just practice whenever you can, and then you'll start to kind of like gain that confidence that you want. Little by little, you'll feel a lot more comfortable. Number 3, create your own digital safe space to enjoy it. So for example, apps like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I feel like those are good places for you to kind of showcase your style, meet new friends. Like for me, I started my Instagram back when I was in high school just for fun, and then after that I kind of used it as a way to share outfits, and then that's where I met so many amazing friends that I'm still friends with them to this day, and I actually even got to meet some of them in person, which is absolutely incredible. I feel like it's a really great place to meet other alternative fashion people who may not live near you, and then you end up becoming like the best of friends. So it's a really awesome place. I'd recommend posting layout pictures, like outfit shots, like detail shots of your outfits. Get creative with it. There's not one way to post on social media. I feel like people are starting to get so much more creative with everything, and I love that so much. It's just a really awesome place because, you know, maybe you might have family members or friends who might not understand your style. So having those people that, even though you might not see them in person, having those virtual online friends as a support system can definitely help make it so much easier. Oh, and I'd also recommend Facebook groups. I know I talk about them so much, but I really recommend K Club Facebook page. So many, they've grown so much ever since they started, but I feel like it's such a welcoming place for so many J fashion people, and the people on there are very welcoming and happy to have new people join the community. So yeah, definitely recommend that. And there are a bunch of other Facebook groups as well. If you look up like the city you live in and then maybe add like J fashion at the end, or Lolita fashion, or I know certain cities have Facebook pages. I know my city, Austin, we have ATX Lolitas for people who are interested in Lolita fashion and want to meet other Lolitas. That is a good page. Yeah, there are definitely a lot of groups on Facebook that you can meet other J fashion loving people. And after quarantine, I definitely recommend checking out your local anime convention. Those are really awesome places to meet other J fashion friends. Anime conventions are the best time. Even if you don't like anime, there's definitely a lot of fun stuff that you can do that have nothing to do with anime. There are like J fashion meetups, or even Lolita tea parties where you know, you all dress up in Lolita fashion and you have tea. But it's still really fun. There's like prizes and stuff. Alright, number 4, tips for when you're in public. So these are things where after you've already kind of gotten used to wearing that thing that you like when you're at home, when you go outside, it's going to be kind of different, I guess. Always remember that if anybody ever looks at you, that they are most likely not judging you. Whenever you are out and about, think about like the things that you're thinking, like, ah, like that's a nice cat right there, or you know, they're usually thinking of what they want to eat for lunch or the meaning of life. You know, people's heads can just go anywhere, so don't worry about what they are thinking. I know that's easier said than done, but what I personally like to do is I like to just look straight ahead, not turn my head and look at anybody else. Just kind of focus on what exactly it is that I need to be done. Like if I'm at the grocery store trying to look for some mac and cheese, focus on trying to look for mac and cheese, not anybody else. Try not to also make any eye contact, but of course remember that your safety is the most important. So while focusing on that, try to be aware of the surroundings around you, you know, use your peripheral vision. But I just focus on what I'm doing, just stay in my own lane and, you know, get it done. Other than focusing, I also like to wear headphones, so I'll either listen to some really nice uplifting music that makes me feel good, or a true crime true crime podcast. Those are cool things I mean, that's what I like personally. But yeah, just like remember that if anybody ever looks at you, that they should just mind their own business. Honestly, like, just do not give a crap about what they are thinking, because it honestly might not be about you. So yeah. Number 5, there is no such thing as fashion rules. Now, of course, there are rules with like work or school or formal events, or and with, you know, certain J fashion styles, there are rules that go along with that, so that people can kind of like pinpoint exactly what the style is, and so that those people in that genre, in that like in that sub style, and kind of find each other, connect with each other, give each other resources. But in my years of reading all these fashion magazines, TV shows, there have been rules, like these made up societal rules that I've seen that I wish I never saw in the first place, because it's just like the dumbest things that I've ever heard. I've heard that apparently if you have a dark skin tone, you can't wear pastels, which is absolutely not true at all. If you have a dark skin tone, wear those pastels. I'm telling you, it looks so good. If you're 6 foot tall, wear those badass platform boots. Like, you will look so sick. Anytime I see a freaking tall woman, I'm just like, my queen. Remember that all of those kinds of things that the media is telling you is just all BS. It's designed this way to make you feel bad about yourself, because it's what makes them money. You feel bad about yourself, so now you have to buy this certain thing so that you feel better. Like, that is literally how the cycle goes. And so remember that whenever you see something that's saying, oh, you know, if you have dark skin, use this whitening product so that you look lighter. Like, do not listen to that crap. You are beautiful just the way you are. But at the end of the day, just remember that you are dressing for yourself. You are not doing this for anybody else, and that you are allowed to wear any type of clothing that you want to. Number 6. Fashion is subjective. Now, not everybody is gonna like what you are wearing, like your style, and that is completely okay. We are all unique, different human beings that have our own likes and dislikes. But no matter what anybody says about your outfit, that should not change how you feel in your outfit. You should be proud of yourself for being out there in the world wearing what you want to. Never let anybody make you feel bad for enjoying something, especially people who know absolutely nothing about you. Like these randos on the street, they know nothing about you. They just see you on the outside, but they don't know how much of a great person you are, and they never took the time to know you. And you know, those kinds of things, yeah, like, they don't know you. And I feel like creative people are always like made fun of other people because they just don't understand their creativity. And I feel like with a lot of things, people are usually just very confused. They might not have heard of Japanese street fashion and they don't know much about it. For me, I like to just be patient with those kinds of people and understand like kind of where they're coming from, that they might have that kind of reaction towards me. But you know, I feel like people who tear down other people for enjoying what they like, they're usually just bullies who are projecting their own insecurities onto others. And so, you know, just pay those kinds of people no mind. Even in an online space, you know, once you start building your digital safe space, if anybody like leaves a mean comment, it's your page, you know, do what you gotta do, just block them. Don't even bother trying to reply, because those kinds of people are usually, they're bored, or they might be hurting inside or something, who knows. They are just trying to get a reaction out of you, and some people are just like that, you know. So you just have to remember you're doing this for you, so that you will be a lot more happier and fulfilled. Number 7, stay comfy. When I say stay comfy, I don't just mean in like a physical sense, like, you know, when it's like winter time, you're under the covers with your puppy and you're both like snuggling with each other and you feel warm and cozy, unless you know that's what you're into. When I say stay comfy. I mean, wear something that makes you feel comfortable, that makes you feel like the most you. So try experimenting with different styles. Like for myself, I spent many years experimenting. The reason why my name is Cyber.grl was because I was very into cyber fashion. I thought at that time that that was the most me, but you know, as as you see now, I'm definitely very rainbow, and this is what I feel like is the most me. So experiment with different styles. I've worn Lolita fashion, I've tried visual K, I've tried fairy K like once, twice, and then I didn't really, you know, feel like that was me until I found Decora Fashion and rainbows. Like I felt like it ignited something inside of me, and it just made me feel so much better about me. Like I felt like me. Through experimentation, I found that I really like wearing hats. I like wearing loose fitting shirts, cute stuff that makes me happy, like stickers and hair clips and thingamabobs. I just felt like these were the things that made me the most happy. And so for you, you know, you don't have to wear what I'm wearing. You can wear what makes, if it's something that's dark and gothic, wear that. Or if it's something pastel, kawaii, cutesy, like a little cloud bunny or something, just whatever makes you feel like the most you, wear it. Number 8, no regrets. I looked up the top 5 regrets that people had before they passed, and one of the top 5 was that people regretted living life for others. So the exact quote was, "I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me." And like I was saying earlier, at the end of the day, since you can't control what other people think of you, because, you know, like I said, fashion is subjective. They might have their own thoughts and opinions on things. Since you can't control what they think, just F what they think. Don't change for anybody and wear what makes you happy. You got it? Life is so short, so wear whatever you want to. You never know what might happen tomorrow. Life is so unexpected. So many unexpected things happen. I never would have expected that I would have ended up, or I would have been like this in 10 years. Life takes you to so many unexpected places, and you never know what might happen tomorrow. So that's why I encourage so many people to just wear what they want to. And a big part of why I make these YouTube videos, why I post on Instagram every day, and why I go out wearing clothes like this every single day, is because I want to encourage other people to have that courage to wear what they want to as well. Because I am so tired of living in a world where, you know, why am I tearing up? Why am I tearing up? Because I can't talk anymore. I just wish that more people are able to live the life that they want to. And if you're watching this, just take this as a sign that you should go out there, wear what you want to, and what anybody else thinks. Because literally, the only thing that matters is what you think. Please remember that you are so deserving of living the life that you want to. I love you all so much. Like, you guys don't even know. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful in some way. If you have any other questions about this topic, or, you know, Decora Fashion, or just any other questions in general, just leave them in the comments and I will try my best to get to you. But yeah, thank you again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye! And to wear whatever you want to. Why can't people be decent human beings? Oh my god.